This is the most underrated rapper that you've never heard of. It's your boy Drew Blue here. If you managed to click on this video and watch it, thank you. God bless you. Because this needs to be shared and known. This has been a tough time for everybody, but I feel like, in a sense, music has taken a hit for realism. And we don't get as much real stuff from like rappers nowadays. And if you feel that, and you know where I'm coming from, you know what I mean? Stick tuned, because I'm gonna just break it down right here like this. This dude is the realest rapper that you never got to hear. Maybe because he was too quiet on the low, or maybe the media wasn't giving him enough love or anything. You know what I mean? There's so many reasons to say. But there's no denying one fact, and that this man put in the work when it came to the lyrics, when it came to discovering his sounds, when it came to the approach that he was going to take with this flow, with how he wants to carry his cadence. I'm talking about smooth meets street. Like, there's really no other way I could describe it. And I'm not going to tell you the name until the end of this video, but I'm going to say this right now. I'm only going to play 3 songs. That's all I need to do. All I need to do is play 3 songs. And now I'll have you convinced that this guy is the most underrated rapper right now that you've never heard of. Starting with track number 1. So I did change up the audio settings right there real quick. I kind of want to lower the bass at first so that way you could hear the lyrics a little more strongly. But I'm going to post in the description box, in case some of y'all are kind of attention deficit. I'll post a comment giving you the link to be able to download this mixtape and listen for yourselves in case you're curious. But if you know who this guy is and know the name of the song, cool. But this is for those who don't know. Alright, so anyways, this song is called Odd Dreams, and like I said, I'll get to the name going down the road. But I want to point out a few things. Now, we've all heard about, the rise of from nothing to something. We've all got that story from a lot of rappers. But in my opinion, when it came to the depiction and the visualization via the sounds that we hear when it comes to that dark, murky sounds, like grittiness, and of course that dope electric guitar run or riff at the end. I don't think anybody has done that colder. Like, to give you a perspective of coming from nothing in the streets, like how he says sleep on the floor till you're walking on Persian rugs. That type of vision, this cold. Okay. He's also mentioned a few things, man. He's like, obviously, he's talking about how, you know, if only people could see things from my eyes, then they would get a different idea of what I'm trying to speak, and how niggas that are still caught up in and money and all that type of bullshit are just all lies, and how he's talking about how he's gained respect through the work that he did. And obviously he's talking about the days where he was, you know, slanging and all that, but he's talking about how he was down there, like pretty much like the bottom of the bottom, getting that work done and really just earning his way up, earning his keeps and earning his way up. Now obviously this is before he eventually dropped this and went and tried to do some music. And before that, he actually tried to play some D1 sports, and if he didn't suffer a career-ending injury, he would have definitely advanced further in his life. But nonetheless, he also talks about how he was with a label, and then he eventually went independent. And given this dude's cadence and persona, you can't help but think that he strongly reminds you of Nipsey Hussle. Absolutely, very similar, with the exception that Nipsey never got signed on with anybody. He's always been independent with his own label until he got that deal with Atlantic Records, in his words, on his terms and grounds. Now, Nico was kind of like that in the sense, oh damn, I gave out his name. But either way, like, dude was talking about, I'm gonna go independent since no one wants to see my vision or even hear it. You could hear it, for a matter of fact. It's like, dog is really coming through with painting that vision so vividly. And as we got a rainy day right here in LA, I mean, it's just perfect time to play his music. But to me, certain lyrics like that, when he has the voice, man, I'm talking about the gift of gab for one, and two, just to have that voice to really deliver a strong message. It's like this dude could speak whatever he wants in this voice and he'll have you captivated. So that means he's got power within his voice, and no matter what, he can't do no wrong. So essentially, if he just continues to rap about substance and continues to really get on to about the real shit and real stuff in life, obviously people are gonna really be tuned in and want to listen to this man. I've listened to some rappers, man. Like, to me, there are some rappers that can really capture your mindset. Some dudes, they just have their own way of going around things. I haven't felt, there's only been one rapper that made me felt like this, actually two, other than Nikola Frey, and that's gonna be Nipsey Hussle and J. Cole. But anyways, that's the first track for you guys there. Let me know in the comment section if, I don't know, if like, because I have the bass boosted right now, so I can turn it off like I did for the first song. I don't know if you guys can really hear the lyrics, but like I said, I'll post in the comment section as well as in the description box for you guys to be able to download, or give you the link to download or stream the mixtape. However you want to do it, it's free, y'all, so don't trip. Free good music. I mean, this should be like a damn record. Excuse me. With that being said, I'm gonna move on to track number 2, TTINM. This is where I'll tell you specifically, listen very carefully. That's it. Let's get it.
Kids ready to ride and blow hammers. Blacks kill blacks, cause this shit is preconditioned. Try to tell it to the man, but it seems to never listen. It just sound hypocritical and love to play the victim. Like I'm supposed to just accept that I'm devalued by the system. But then again, maybe he's right. Maybe I'm just another nigga too concerned about his freedom and rights. Maybe this world was only meant for the whites. Maybe the reason I'm alive is just so I can live this less of a life. To walk the streets and leaves people in fright. And bags and wallets, but they clutching them tight. They think I'm evil and might. Got me a gun or a knife to do them harm in broad day of the night. But real killers, they'll never indict. It's just confusing, man, I'll never get it. You hate the race, but you imitate the culture, which is foolish, cause you ain't never lived it. But you ain't never paid the hood a visit. But think you know it, cause the shit you hear about it in these niggas' lyrics. You spread that hate to try to kill the spirits of all my brothers and my sisters out in public. Hear the whispers, call us thugs, call us niggas, but it'll never affect us. And they say they respect us, but more proof, less lies, more truth. Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. Trayvon, Mike Brown, him too. And man, it could have been me, cause I could never be you, no. No shit, all facts, I'm just being honest. And both them brothers had a plan to one day go to college. Yeah, they had a future, but never had a chance. Now look at Darren Wilson, who's still a free man. With blood on his hands, it's blood on the leaves.
You know what? I gotta rewind that back. This song was made for culture. The fact that, like I said, it blows my mind. People don't know this dude like this. Let me rewind it back. And I'm gonna play it with less bass. If you were following through, cool. Don't trip. Just skip like a minute ahead. And you'll get back to where you're supposed to be. But yeah, let me go ahead and turn that off. So that way you can just hear him really rap what he's got to say. Listen carefully, man. Listen. This dude goes hard.
Maybe this world was only meant for the whites. Maybe the reason I'm alive is just so I can live this less of a life. To walk the streets and leave his people in fright. Them bags and wallets, man, they clutching them tight. They think I'm evil and might. Got me a gun or a knife to do them harm in broad day of the night. But real killers, they'll never indict. It's just confusing, man, I'll never get it. You hate the race, but you imitate the culture, which is foolish, cause you ain't never lived it. But you ain't never paid the hood a visit. But think you know it, cause the shit you hear about it in these niggas' lyrics. You spread that hate to try to kill the spirits of all my brothers and my sisters out in public. Hear the whispers, call us thugs, call us niggas, but it'll never affect us. And they say they respect us, but more proof, less lies, more truth. Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. Trayvon, Mike Brown, him too. And man, it could have been me, cause I could never be you, no. Real shit, all facts, I'm just being honest. And both them brothers had a plan to one day go to college. Yeah, they had a future, but never had a chance. Now look at Darren Wilson, who's still a free man. With blood on his hands, blood on the leaves. They shooting niggas down, it's blood on the streets. From black bodies who pack shotties and keep a pistol. Cause it's official, we at war with the law officials. Yeah, it's clear as crystal, they trying to end a nigga. Cause I refuse to follow suit and make my own agenda. If you ain't racist, then I'm hoping this shit don't offend you. Cause if it do, then it just shows you another contender. Acting like he got love for the people. I ain't saying that we better, man, I'm saying that we equal. And I'm sick of seeing 12 killing niggas like it's legal. Then the judges let them walk, so I guess it is legal. And I guess I ain't peaceful cause I stand for a cause. And got the nerve to use my voice to say the system is flawed, while these other niggas settle for a simple facade, like the money and bras, but
pause it right there, because it's gonna get wavy from there. Sorry if you was feeling that vibe, but like I said, you can check out this project on your own in the link section, so don't feel discouraged. Check out the music. It's not that hard. It only gonna take you a minute to download it. As long as you got good Wi-Fi, you be straight. But let me point out a few things here. To me, this is definitely music for the culture. Could it be a little bit dated on certain topics, because I feel like society as a whole has kind of improved, not by like a huge vast majority, but I feel like people are starting to really get awoken. And to me, this message holds a lot of values and a perception that really you may think that maybe Nico's being paranoid, but some perceptions he's hitting it right. You know what I mean? How, well, that used to be where like people used to think, oh, you know, what the hoods is like based on lyrics. But you think that all just people are just like killing each other every day or some shit, but that's not always the case. It's all about survival of the fittest. That's the mentality. It's not that there's evil people in the hood. It's just that people are trying to survive and live. So, yeah, you tend to see a little more crime. Mostly theft, less murder, but you know what I mean? Sometimes grudges when it comes to like things over, you know, pacts that are made by heart, you know, made by what's supposed to be considered love. When people betray that shit, that's where it gets really nasty, and that's where you get all that. That, as well as especially here in LA, man, motherfuckers want to set things up by blocks. Hoods, it's like, oh, you from that? That's it. You know what I mean? It's just that mentality. Block mentality is also what's killing black folks. Now, he said how black and black is preconditioned. In a sense that it is, just based the fact that, you know, we're not intentionally trying to kill each other here, but at the same time, like, we gotta make better judgment. And, you know, it's not easy, y'all. Like, when you got a roof over your head, you know what you're gonna be eating today. You don't have to worry about your next meal, or like, oh shit, am I gonna be able to make it to when you don't have to worry about shit over your head that's stressing you out. It's a lot easier to think clearly and not to make, you know what I mean, judgment based on emotions, if you know where I'm coming from. So understand that, like, you know, it's not like we want to kill each other off or something like that. It's just sometimes a bad day, or really just, you know what I mean, just a bad ride of lows can really set someone's mentality in the worst place to be put at. And you know what I mean, confrontations like that, it just turns things over. Or, you know, bad experience, PTSD. So like, I get where he's coming from black on black crime being preconditioned, but it doesn't excuse the fact that it starts with us loving one another first and try not to kill each other off and try to talk things out. And if we can't, like I said, be diplomatic, you know what I mean? Worst case scenario, just throw the fist. Ain't no need for bullets to be flying through. That's why I hate these little kids talking about, I get that. We don't need that. We don't need that no more. You know what I mean? I don't care that, you know, like, you want to go to the shooting range, you want to play around. I mean, that's you. I'm not saying that you can't enjoy having a gun and shoot around, but I'm just saying, when you want to use it as a way to take down the opposition, rather than handle it like a grown-ass man, use your own damn fists, your own damn power, instead of something that's machine operated where it's doing all the work for you. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that needs to be established. That's where, like, it's not about living in the past. It's about taking what was better back then and installing it nowadays. You got a problem with someone, you duke it out. It is what it is. Both men get up, walk away from it. Ain't no need to really get all upset and like that. You know, that's why, like, everyone wants to really criticize Eric Holder, rightfully so, when he came back and then popped Nipsey. I mean, if you had an issue with Nipsey at one point, you know, I mean, I know it's weird that I'm getting in that topic, but it's like, dog, you could have straight up be like, let's go, let's run it. I don't think there's a cell in my mind that would have said Nipsey wouldn't oblige you on that and give you a chance to at least put some respect to your rep. So it's like that, you know, it's just about a better mentality. Don't let spite, cloud your eyes and stuff like that. I don't know why, but like, for me, black on black crime is such a big thing for me, because it's like, why are we so quick to kill each other off? Why are we so quick to get heated and emotional? You know what I mean? It's not like I'm saying that we're weak, but like, it's like, especially when we get mad, it's like, you know that this brother right in front of you has the same type of soul that you got. So you know what he's about, and you know what you about. There's definitely common ground available. We just have to be able to be smart enough and calm enough to recognize that it's there, and we can just hash it out. If there's differences, it's cool. We can walk away, disagree. It's cool. But it don't mean we gotta show animosity towards one another. You know what I mean? It's like, you got a different vision. Okay, I respect that. That's one thing. It's not just for black folks, it's for everybody. If someone doesn't understand your point of view, or the other way around, if you don't understand someone's point of view, do not treat them like they're the opposition. This terminology of opposition is ridiculous. It's degradable of human society, and you know what I mean? I don't understand why people feel like that. It's one thing when someone underestimates you, they don't get you, you got a chip on your shoulder, you got something to prove, cool. But it's another when it's just like, really, like, why are we really doing this? You know what I mean? It's like, you're telling me beef, it takes over the value of life? I don't see that, man. I don't see that. I don't care how ignorant someone is. I never want to kill him. Like, I never want to. I might beat the motherfucker up, but I'll never want him to be dead. I want him to go home, be able to see the people that love him, that he loves, be able to just go back to that life again. It don't matter if he got bruises or whatever. You know what I mean? So, like, even if you got family folks that want to fight me too, I'll fight their ass too. I don't give a fuck. Bring the numbers up. But either way, this ain't about me. It's just about the fact that we just have to, like, handle things and just move on with our day. And at the end of the day, you may not like what the person thinks or whatever, but understand that it doesn't make them less than you. That's the thing. We can't treat people who think different are less than us. It's like they gotta go through their own paths and shit. And, you know, unless you really have, and there's a few exceptions into that, which I'm not gonna go into, so it's gonna make this video hella long, but I know it's hella long already, but I think once we all can really just, in a sense, take the time to listen to somebody and hear them talk, even if we disagree, just listen to them. There might be something that you can get to walk away from them that might help you improve your shit, you know what I mean, or improve yourself in life. But either way, shoot, a lot of the lyrics here on TTINM just really punches, man. And I'm just gonna go back and play little sections here and there.
Like I'm supposed to just accept that I'm devalued by the system, but then again, maybe it's right. Maybe I'm just another nigga too concerned about his freedom and rights. Maybe this world was only meant for the whites. Maybe the reason I'm alive is just so I can live this less of a life.
So this is his reaction to people who might say that he's being way too proactive or whatever. It's like, there's some people that do drag it, but then there's some people that do defend it. Because at the end of the day, like I said, it can go both ways. There are some people that aren't racist, and they're just like, what the heck, are you really throwing this on me? It's kind of a cheap shot. And then there's folks out there that feel like, nah, I'm superior to you. You know, as long as the KKK exists, there's no way you're gonna get black people to shut up about it, because they think about white superiority is the best, when really it's not even about being white and skin. It's more about being pure in heart and soul. But like I said, that's a discussion and a topic for another day. Either way, you know what I mean? So, like, it's certain things like that still get, you know what I mean, the black community to talk about it. And like I said, there's been, especially since what's his name passed away, who, by the way, did had a checkered past, but regardless, that incident that happened right then and there, the police could have handled it much better. They just didn't felt intimidated or felt cold. And, you know, rightfully so. But then there's just a lot of celebrities here that just took advantage of this, and then they try to pretty much push it for their own selfish reasons to look good. But then there's other artists too that are really trying to do it the right way, where, like, you know what I mean, like, you gotta have a way to promote it the right way, so that way you don't make it look like it's about you and less about what's going on around you. You know what I mean? Because there are trend biters out there. You gotta understand that, which is where Nico also get in there, because he's talking about, I'm always talking about the real stuff here, but, like, I'm not quoting him, but, like, quoting him, he said how all these other niggas are caught up by a simple facades like the money and broads. You know what I mean? So he's like, some dudes are speaking out against this, like J. Cole, Nipsey, but then there's other dudes that are like, whatever, we're here for the money, for the, for all the fame, success. We don't really care. I mean, we might say something, but we're gonna be passive aggressive about it. So that's where like Nico's going at. He's like, I need more, and that's what this whole basis of this song is about. Is tell them I need more. Like I need to know. Or like, I just need more in general. Like, I need more effort from you. Stop being so passive aggressive. I need more effort with stopping the killing of, innocent black brothers. He's going in deep about this. And he's talking about, I need more of you trying to understand this other than trying to imitate our music and shit. And then yet at the same time be scared of us when we really are out here in life. It's like little things like that. But I also think that just the discography, or not discography, but like the demographics of where certain race lives also plays a huge factor. Like obviously black and other minorities being in the urban areas. You do have some white folks, which is nice. You know what I mean? It's nice to see a diverse culture, and I love seeing that, where everyone interacts with one another, and it's just a fucking peaceful like setting, man. But then you got other places where certain people, like you just see a certain cult that's just has their own ways of going and doing things. This is our way of doing this. When they say our way or we do this, or like that's where it's like you're excluding everybody else, and you're at the same time you're segregating. And to me that sucks, because we shouldn't be used as a term as like for only your type of folks, but like everyone else. I see it. It's not just with white folks. Sometimes you see it with Hispanics, sometimes you see it with blacks, sometimes you see it with Asians. It's out there. But that's all about the mentality. We gotta be focused in here and understand that. But yeah, I can't really emphasize, man, enough about this. It's just, you gotta hear the song, y'all. Y'all gotta hear this song, man. And he does it a better job. I mean, what I'm trying to describe took me 20 minutes. He simplified it and did it in 2 minutes and 24 seconds. If he's still watching all the way through, I don't blame you if you're not. But either way, let me play the song out. I don't give a fuck if anybody watching, honestly. If you're watching it, it's for your own good. Alright? It's good music. Play you guys one more song, but before I do, I'm gonna just show you. Is that my car? I gotta take a look at my engine bay in a quick second, but this is the art cover you're gonna be looking for. I know it's not zooming in right now. There you go. Excuse my phone being cracked, but this record right here is called Troubled Soul, Blame the City. Alright. Last song I'm gonna play for y'all real quick. It's gonna be titled Lord Knows, featuring Maria Simone. So let's get it.
them injuries intercepted. My chance to make it out, now I'm thugging and living reckless, damn. And I still wish I could've took the safe route, cause now I'm left with hiding peas in a safe house. And Lord knows I got some shit I gotta pray about, cause I did things that I ain't got too much to say about. And if I did, I get that lethal injection, 30 caliber draws, and that's just for my protection. Cause some niggas was scheming and I was fighting with demons, reminiscing them days I ain't had shit to believe in, man.
Right there for the rappers. So like I said, I did spill his name a couple of times, but in case you didn't catch it, I'm talking about Nikola Frey. Alright, dude was born in Liberia but was raised in the city of Minneapolis, Minnesota. He's shown love to the 612 many times, man. So anyways, I'll post a description link to the title of the song, not a song, the record, and I'll definitely make sure y'all get that in the comment section and the description box. Check out his music, y'all. It's free, and honestly, it's good music to listen to. Cold as hell. I don't even need to speak since he's done most of the talking right there, and I've kind of got you guys catched up to it. So, but man, talking about knowing that the shit that he's living in, the environment, is what screwed it up for him. We got to change this for the future generation, and think about that. This man was giving you some wisdom. All right, anyways, deuces.